Hi guys, I am here with your art lesson for this week. So this week what I have been working on with all of your classmates here at school is the cards that we usually do for the nursing home. So this year is a little bit different because the cards were actually due about a week or so ago because the cards have to go in card quarantine. They just have to sit to make sure there's no germs on them before they get passed on to the residents. So I still wanted to do this project. I have done it the last several years, 5 or 6 years. We make cards and they get donated to the nursing home and handed out to residents there for the holidays. So I decided I still wanted to do this project. I think it's a wonderful way for us here to get involved in the community and to give back. It's a wonderful act of kindness. So our cards that we do are actually going to be for the New Year's. So it works out perfect. And I still wanted to do this with you guys at home, just so you guys are involved. So there's a couple different things you can do. You can make the card and upload a picture of the front of the card, and I can print it out and hook it to one of the cards here. That way it's still included. So you can send a picture of it to your classroom teacher if you want, and they'll get it to me. The other thing you can do is mail it yourself to one of the nursing homes in the area and just explain what it's for. Or you could do the card and do your own random act of kindness and pass the card on to someone in your life that has made you feel special, or that you want to make feel special with your handmade card. So you can continue the kindness and caring that way from home if you wanted to. So all you're going to need for this project is a piece of white paper, and then either some markers, crayons, or colored pencils, whatever you have. And then for the scarf, there's a couple different things that you can use for that. So you could use newspaper, you could use a picture from a magazine, you could use another piece of paper and make your own design on there. I'll show you that part when we get to it and show you the options. So you can gather up those materials and then come on back and I'll show you how we're going to do the card. Okay, so here's the card that I'm going to show you how to do. It's just of a snowman. It works really good because whoever you give this to can have it hanging up all winter long. It's not just for the holidays. It can be for all winter. So this is the ones that I'm going to show you how to do. This is what we're doing here at school. And like I said, you can either do this and include it in the ones that we're doing, or, like I said, you can do your own random act of kindness and make one of these holiday cards or a couple and pass them out to people in your life that you want to make feel special. So this is the one that we're going to work on. So what you're going to need first is your white piece of paper, and we're going to fold it in half to make the card. Just like that. And when we're working on it, you want to make sure that the opening is on the right-hand side. That way you know that your picture is drawn right and they can open it the correct way. Okay, so now what we want to put on first is this scarf, just so we know where spacing is for the face and the bottom. So you have a couple different options. If you have newspaper at home, newsprint can make a really cool type of scarf. That's probably what I'm going to end up using, so I'll show you how to do that. Another option is if you have old magazines at home, you can go through those, and a lot of times you can find some really nice textures in magazines or patterns. So go through there and you could find something that way. Another option is just to draw the scarf right on here. You can draw some lines, a line across, and then add your own pattern to it. So that is another option. I am going to use a piece of newspaper because I think the newsprint will look pretty cool. And it's a good way to recycle. So I'm just going to cut a chunk out and then I'll measure it afterwards. Because we just want to make sure that it fits on our page. So I have the newspaper. But right now it's a little bit too long for the card. So I'm going to set it here, and then I am going to use a crayon and draw a line so I know where to cut. Now I know that that fits on there perfect. But I want to have a little extra that hangs down. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to fold it in half and then open it back up. And it's probably hard to see on here, but I can see the fold line. And then I'm just going to cut right on that fold line, just like that. So now I have a piece for there and another piece that can hang down. So grab your glue, glue stick, white glue. If you have tape, you can do tape rolls on the back. That's fine. And you're going to glue it across. And you want it to be about in the middle of your card. That way you have enough room for the face and then for the buttons that go down the sides. Okay, now I'm going to measure again. I don't want this to hang off the card because then it's going to get in the way. So I'm going to measure again, draw a line where I want to cut, and cut that off. And you can also take your scissors and do little snips so you have some fringe. And then I'll put glue on the back of this and let that hang down, just like that. Okay, now we're going to add the details. So we're going to start with the face. So you can use crayon, you can use colored pencil, you can use marker, whatever you have at home that's colored, you can work, or you can use. And you're going to need black and orange are the two colors that you'll need. So we're going to start up here at the top with the eyes. And you're going to draw a circle and then just color them in. Like that. If you would like to give it some detail, you can add some eyelashes, or you can just leave it plain without the eyelashes, that's fine. Before we do the mouth, we're going to do the nose, so we know spacing. So the nose is just a triangle that's been turned on its side. So start kind of between the eyes, come down, back in like you're going to do a triangle, but instead of going straight, do a curved line. And then you can color that in. Orange. Just like that. Now you can grab your black again. And a detail you can add to this is some lines on the carrot. And then for the mouth, you have a couple options. You could do little dots, so it looks like the coal pieces. Or you could do just a straight line. So either one, dots or the straight line, whatever you want to do. And then you could do some buttons down the middle. Now you could buttons, or it could look like the coal. So you could do black if you wanted to, or you could grab a different color. I will grab purple and do some buttons or some pieces of coal down the middle, just like that. And there's the front. Now the inside of the card, here at school we were printing out messages like this and gluing them on the inside. But depending on what you're going to do with your card, you could write your own message if you wanted to. I am just going to write a simple message. And this might be something that you need help with, so maybe someone could dot this for you and you could trace it if you need to. So my message just says, may your year be filled with peace and happiness. Because I'm going to donate this one to the nursing home. If you are going to pass your card on to someone that you know, you can certainly write a different message in there and make it a little more personalized. And then you can make sure you sign your name so they know who is getting this amazing handmade card. So these are the cards that we're doing all week here at school. Pop it back up. So like I said, you don't necessarily have to get yours to us to still be part of this project. I really wanted to include you guys in this community project that we do in this kindness activity. So like I said, you can do your own act of kindness and pass these on however you want to, but I certainly wanted to include you guys that are at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this. They're simple cards. You can make as many as you want. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week, guys.